Sports, it's in the game.
We attacking, better stand back and watch them run. Shotgun come with the option. Send big blitz, nobody blocking. Big win, that's a ring and a watch. Strong in when he come in the slot, trying to bend the corner of your limbs.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
In your face.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert out to his left. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown.
There we go.
Keenan Allen there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again to Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Mike 91. Check pass. Check pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off play action. Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, Junior Seau. He's at the 50. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
47's a mark.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Kyle Pitts, 38 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, 4 down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot. But it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
65.
Back and 60.
65. 91 is the mic. Watch the pass.
Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jamar Chase, 76 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert rolling to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. On 1st and 10, Herbert swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those
you
guys.
ain't got no feet.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. A gutsy call, 4th and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it, because to me it was stacked up for a run situation, strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air, and what a result. Big-time play.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
We got trips over here. Trips over here. That's overload. Overload. Watch 10. Watch 10.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 1 second, all that remains. Jones, a final shot before break. Looking for his big receiver, Marshall. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Let's show them how to play football. Let's go.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. 2nd half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Move. Hey, boys, we got four. Four down.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had it quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Coming.
Play action. It's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Here we go, D. Here.
To the air again, Herbert. Drops this off to Tomlinson, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Looking for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 2nd down and 7. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Mike 91. Now watch run.
Jones now on 3rd down. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
18 Cardinal.
Let's get it.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Derrick Henry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the 38, Jones got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Jones. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late. Final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Mike 55, Mike 55. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Hey, Viking, 18. Check 24. 79 Bronco.
Jones throwing for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Sliding out of the pocket. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by the Hall of Famer, Junior Seau.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
55. Hey, eat.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Miami.
Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take four.
19 Lions.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
20. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Here you go.
From the gun, Jones. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Set. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Kill.
Hey. Check that. Check. Panthers.
Kill. Turn up. Slam. Check 20.
Lion.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Here we go. Panther 60.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Deuce.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here we go.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All day, baby. All day.
Check the backer.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is the former Dolphin, Reggie Bush. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We're scoreless after one. Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They'll run it with Bush. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. A give. This is Bush. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Throwing Jones. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer John Lynch. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers.
Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Derrick Henry, 68 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer, John Lynch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
70 Lions. Panther 11. Panther 11.
44, Mike, 44. Let's
On the ball.
From the gun, Jones. Caught by Marshall. He's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
way to go. That's what I'm talking about.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Reggie Bush in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Mel Renfro. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Josh Lando set to kick off.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, Bush. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Jones. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. This is Bush. Pushes him aside at the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. On the run, it's Bush. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it across with Bush. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Reggie Bush. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 44.
Now Jones.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Worth noting, that visiting sideline is getting the worst of the sun right now. It can definitely play a factor, especially because the other sideline is in full shade. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check. Time to go.
Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. If they get nothing else here on third down, it'd be a 53-yard attempt from this spot.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A first down carry for Henry.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep it with Henry on first down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And he comes back with one complete. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll give Henry another shot. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, D.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Man up, D. Man up, D. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check, check.
Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
They'll run on first down. It's Bush. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55. Mike 55.
They'll go again with Bush. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. To throw is Jones. The quick slant caught. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied, and the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. Now Jones. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Keep coming, baby. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
That's a takeaway. Now that's a takeaway.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job to...